Hi everybody, good evening and welcome to another part of the series on case studies, and here I'm going to discuss about the different ways to understand case studies. First and foremost, a case study has been recognized as a research methodology in which we will see that various domains of knowledge like social sciences, law, psychology, medicinal studies, alternative medicine, architecture, engineering and technology, management, film studies, journalism, mass communication, and there are many more such branches of our knowledge which deal and give importance to case studies. Case study has also been recognized as a research strategy. Imagine that. And an empirical inquiry that investigates a phenomenon within its real life context. I'm not going to create or simulate the entire thing. If I can simulate or not is a different question. We will think about it later on and discuss separately in a different part of the series altogether. However, this has been pointed out. And third point is that case studies are also said to be based on an in-depth investigation of a single individual, group of people, or even to explore the causes of the underlying principles. Now under here, if we are able to understand, for example, let's say that I have gone to watch a musical show in Nehru Stadium. Now when I'm watching, I suddenly find that two groups have been formed and they are fighting like anything with each other. Now the question arises, I as an observer start looking and pondering upon various questions. Why the fight started off first of all? What is the reason behind that fight? Who started the fight first of all? Why did the argument lead to such a scenario that they have started beating, throwing stones with each other? What is the reason behind it? Now how the entire thing had been controlled through the intervention of a third person and how the problem was resolved. Now these are certain questions that are being taken care, and me as an observer, when I study at this particular fight, I would say I would start writing one after the other and think whether, and not only just think and investigate as to who was right, who was wrong, and why did this start off immediately? Was it in the right direction or wrong direction? The solution that was given, was it right or wrong? So all these things are coming up one after the other, and when I write it down, it forms what we call it as a case study. Then a case study is also said to be descriptive. Why descriptive? Because I'm observing it, and after the observation, I am writing each and every point, whatever the manner in which I have observed the entire event or the discussion taking place. Similarly, they say that it's an exploratory analysis of a person, group, or event. Why exploratory? Because I'm trying to investigate and cover all the points with respect to that particular individual or a group or an event or a particular situation. So there are many things that are being present and we take care. The fifth point says that case study is a research which can be a single or multiple case studies. Now you see what happens is that later on, maybe immediately after this video presentation of mine, or maybe in future, you will see that I'll be coming up with varieties of case studies, and one of the form in which we talk about is a large case study, in which around 10,000 to 15,000 to 20,000 words have been written, and how we are going to differentiate it between multiple case studies within one case study is what we will have to understand, or why it is called as a single case study we will see, and we will understand and see the differences between the two also. This includes quantitative evidence. Fine. Then relies on multiple sources of evidence and benefits from the prior development of the theoretical proposition. So one has to understand, and this gives us the approach more or less. In the beginning, in the earlier first or second point, I said that this is an empirical study. Okay, the fourth point. Now here, if you look at it very carefully, this seems to be a scientific approach. So case studies, empirically we are able to write it down, and now we are dealing with the case study in the scientific approach also. So case studies, that is the sixth point I'm talking about, analyzes the person, groups, events, decisions, periods, policies, institutions, or other systems that are studied holistically by one or more methods. What are these methods are, we would be dealing in the next next part of the series, and we will identify what are those things. So I think I'm going to stop with these different ways to to understand case studies, and we will start off with our next journey on the series on case studies. Till then, keep watching for more space now on case studies. Till then, thanks, take care, bye.